The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and our first reading is taken from the book of Lamentations. The Lord pitilessly engulfed all the homes of Jacob. In his fury, he tore down the fortresses of the daughter of Judah. He threw to the ground. He desecrated the kingdom and its princes. Mute, they sit on the ground, the elders of the daughter of Zion. They've put dust on their heads and wrapped themselves in sackcloth. The young girls of Jerusalem bow their heads to the ground. My eyes are worn out with weeping. My inmost being is in ferment. My heart plummets at the destruction of my young people, as the children and babies grow faint in the streets of the city. They keep saying to their mothers, "Where is some food?" as they faint like wounded men in the streets of the city, as they breathe their last on their mother's breast. To what can I compare or liken you, daughter of Jerusalem? Who can rescue and comfort you, young daughter of Zion? For huge as the sea is your ruin. Who can heal you? The visions your prophets had for you were deceptive whitewash. They did not lay bare your guilt so as to change your fortunes. The visions they told you were deceptive. Cry then to the Lord, rampart of the daughter of Zion. Let your tears flow like a torrent day and night. Allow yourself no respite. Give your eyes no rest. Up, cry out in the nighttime as each watch begins. Pour out your heart like water in Yahweh's presence. Raise your hands to him for the lives of your children who faint with hunger at the end of every street. And our response is taken from Psalm 74. God, why have you finally rejected us? Your anger blazing against the flock you used to pasture. Remember the people you took to yourself long ago, your own tribe which you redeemed, and this Mount Zion where you came to live. Come up to these endless ruins. The enemy has sacked everything in the sanctuary. Your opponents made uproar in the place of assemblies. They fixed their emblems over the entrance, emblems never known before. Their axes deep in the wood, hacking at the panels. They battered them down with axe and pick. They set fire to your sanctuary, profanely razed to the ground the dwelling place of your name. Look to the covenant. All the hiding places of the land are full, haunts of violence. Do not let the downtrodden retreat in confusion, Lord. Give the poor and the needy cause to praise your name. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. When he went into Capernaum, a centurion came up and pleaded with him. "Sir," he said, "my servant is lying at home paralyzed and in great pain." And Jesus said to him, "I will come myself and cure him." The centurion replied, "Sir, I am not worthy to have you under my roof. Just give the word, and my servant will be cured. For I am under authority myself and have soldiers under me. And I say to one man, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come here,' and he comes. To my servant, 'Do this,' and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was astonished and said to those following him, "In truth I tell you, in no one in Israel have I found faith as great as this. And I tell you that many will come from east and west and sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob at the feast in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom will be thrown out into the darkness outside, where there will be weeping and grinding of teeth." And to the centurion, Jesus said, "Go back then. Let this be done for you as your faith demands." And the servant was cured at that very moment. And going into Peter's house, Jesus found Peter's mother-in-law in bed and feverish. He touched her hand, and the fever left her, and she got up and began to serve him. That evening they brought him many who were possessed by devils. He drove out the spirits with a command and cured all who were sick. This was to fulfill what was spoken by the prophet Isaiah. He himself bore our sicknesses away and carried our diseases. The Gospel of the Lord.